They're like the little Guy Ferrero, whatever his name is, off that TV show. I'm crazy. It's like the Home Alone guy gets shot. Home Alone 2. I love Christmas. Thank you, Jesus, for being born on Christmas. Oh, the first Top Gun is on. Let's see what Christmas movie is. I don't like these new Christmas movies at all. I watched Home Alone, Christmas Carol. I literally don't think I watch anything above the year 2000 as far as Christmas. Now, sometimes I'll watch, even the Santa Claus one with Tim Allen, there's from the 90s. I think they got, like all this. My parents sit there and watch Hallmark. My dad's 81. He's like a tough, he's a military banker. And he sits there with my mom, watches these gushy, Hallmark Christmas movies that are so cheesy. I'm like, how do y'all watch that? Wow. Yeah, man. I'm from the Jersey Shore, yo. You got GTL, Gym Tan Laundry. You gotta have your hair right. It's the stupidest show ever, dude. I feel so sorry for these people, man. I do. I feel sorry for them because they're a bunch of idiots. Like Snooki, how can somebody be as stupid as Snooki? I'm sorry, Snooki, but you're the dumbest person I ever met in my life. Have you seen yourself on TV? I mean, what a gross... I wouldn't touch her with an 80-foot pole. She's nasty, dude. Sorry, but it's true. She's... the other girls are... they were annoying. No way I could date them. They were so, just drama. What is it about New Jersey? It's something in the word that makes young girls in their 20s want to be dramatic and talk crap and think they're tougher than they are. I'm sorry. Come down south, girls from Jersey Shore. You'll get your butt kicked by the women in the south. Women in the south go catch catfish with their bare hands in the holes inside. And they're beautiful too, some of them. No offense to anybody who lives in
Step into this sleeper's mind.
Very good. There's good women everywhere, but there's just very few. What's this now? You want me to.
This bit is safe. Continue to the next nightmare.
Oh, wow.
Step into this sleeper's mind.
Today we have Ballhead Guy. It's funny every day when I come on here.
A fearful dream rise in me. Another mind yet to be free.
Wait, are they actually not gonna make us have to fight a bunch of freaking ads? Or did I come in late? No, I'm not coming back. Go messing with the wrong person.
This victim is saved. Continue to the next nightmare.
Oh, there's 3?
Step into this
Poor bald-headed guy. He had to be here for the...
Another dream of sweats and stares. Frightening scene.
What's it? What's that? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to drive spike. I'm an idiot. Getting choked out. So the Harvest of Nightmares.
The nightmare has been cleansed for now. Step through the portal to awaken.
I'll pull and miss it. First place again, baby. Like when was this? 4 Christmases with not Ben Affleck, what's his name? Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon, Robert Duvall. Yeah, this was 2008. So I've seen that one. Christmas with the Cranks. I've seen that enough. I know it. I remember. I don't know. It's just certain movies like Home Alone, Christmas Carol. Definitely National Lampoon's Christmas. I've already watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation like 4 times already. Well, kind of in the background. I haven't really sat there. Santa Claus the movie. It's not gonna be watchable. Watch. Oh, it actually is. Santa Claus the movie. It's got Dudley Moore, John Lithgow. Really, it's like a realistic, like, basically it's about Saint Nick and back before he became Santa Claus. Well, the made-up story of Santa Claus, where he would deliver, just carved toys to kids in the village, and then he gets stuck out in the snowstorm, and all of a sudden he's in the North Pole. He's up in that area anyway, and then all of a sudden all these elves show up, and Dudley Moore's in it. Dudley Moore was a big actor in the 80s and 90s, but he's like the main elf, and basically Saint Nick, they make him Santa Claus, and they're like, we've been waiting for you. So when I was a kid, I went to movies and saw it. I thought it was like the real thing. I like literally, because that was when parents were like, yeah, Santa's real, and but what they did is they had this like gold dust stuff that they put on the food for the reindeer. And I'm not saying I thought that was real Santa Claus in the movie. I thought that's how it really was though, because they made it so like if Santa Claus was real, this would be how I would imagine. Even now, like even now it holds up. It's a great Christmas movie, but it's about Jesus first. But there's nothing wrong watching the Santa, but just know the reason for the season, and then that's number one. Is that that it's about Jesus, and then but you can enjoy Christmas movies about Santa and all that stuff. Talking challenge. Finally got one of those, man. Jeez. I got the token of achievement before I got token of the challenge. Ooh. Fines on pickup. That sucks. I don't know. That was pretty easy to decide. My mounts right now, I ain't changing any of my mounts. So I've got all 4 slotted mounts with double like the best. I have it the best way. 2 Warlords motivation, which gives me up to 18%. Wait, no, hold on. Okay, 18% more damage, and these stack. Warlord's inspiration does not stack. Remember that. Motivation stacks to tactician precision stacks. So basically when I use a daily power, it reduces the remaining cooldown time. Why did they have to put that right there? Way to go, guys. So basically whenever you use a daily power, it reduces the remaining cooldown on all encounters by 5 seconds. So basically when I use my daily, everything, all my encounters recharge in 10 seconds instead of 5 seconds in one. So that's why I'm able to use my encounters so many times. That's why I do a lot of damage. That's a big thing to be able to be able to do to have that. Oh, I never had that. Man, I got a headache today. I hope I don't get all. If I get all ill and crabby, I'm sorry. My vertigo, my head's kind of. I don't know. I don't think it's my size. I think it's more just like I got my parents have vertigo. It's vertigo is like when you have inner ear problems. It's hereditary a lot of times. You kind of feel dizzy, and when you turn your head, like if I turn my head real fast that way, I kind of spin. It's really aggravating.
Good day. It's done.
So I need to try not to talk so much because it's hard to explain. Nope, nothing. Dude, yeah, that's pretty good. Deal up to 25% more damage as remaining health decreases. Every 10 seconds, heals for 5% of missing health. That's pretty good. That's like a half. Yeah. That's the problem. Well, no, you don't have to run weapon break. Yeah, that one's not bad. Oh, we got a Walter. I can't remember. What's he do? Okay, yeah, he just gives you overall stat bonus. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in here. I don't need. Hey, that's what it's here for. Nothing there. Yeah, I mean, these are good. Like, you could actually use these sets. But the item level's low. These are really good damaging. Like, these are really good sets. Like, yeah, that's what I used to run all the time. First. See, I don't understand when they come out with a new, Tamora or Lyra's event or wherever this was. I got 3 of these. I don't understand why they didn't make them a higher item level. Like each year when the events come out, why don't they change it to an updated item level? It makes no sense. So it's a combat combined rating, 10% chance using counterpart. Oh, yes. See, yeah. Okay. I need to do 3. I need to do some heroics. I need to do skirmishes, dungeons, and heroics. So after that, whatever happens, happens. Whatever I play, I play. There we go. Good. Hopefully, I'm probably going to try to find random queues. Like this is what I gotta do. This is what I'm going to do. Get this stuff right here. See up top, major heroic encounters, random skirmish, random dungeon. So yeah, that's what I'm like. So I'm gonna look for random I'm gonna try to find random dungeon down there on the bottom left. Because sometimes it'll pop right away. Sometimes it won't. Like, see, and this problem right here is people aren't accepting the queue list. They're just, picking their nose. I mean, believe me, I've been there, done it. I've missed queues before many times just because it's still annoying though. That's why I try not to do it, honestly, guys. Unless I have to go to the bathroom or something, I don't sit here and just be like, oh, whatever. That's why I'm so I didn't finish my food. Oh gosh.
Demons are attacking in great numbers.
Really?
The walls, protecting the property.
This one takes so long, bro. let's see. Where was I at? Did I get kicked from that? I was talking to my dad. Crap. I was talking to my dad about not downloading porn. No, I'm just kidding. I was trying to explain to him like the app store compared to a laptop, like as far as like programs and stuff. Like I was trying to, tell him to look at tablets and. But my dad's an 80-man guy. So he didn't grow up in the, electronic. He was in banking, and he had to learn the computer program for the banking, because he dealt with like, giving people loans and stuff, and a lot of. He was like general manager of, or district manager of Anderson Brothers Bank. I mean, we're not rich, but we're like upper middle class. I don't know. I hate talking about stuff. But what I'm saying is, so I was trying to tell him that basically you need to look at a tablet and a phone the same way. Like you always have an app store, but when you want to download something onto a laptop or a desktop, you need to usually download from the internet. So that's what I was saying. Long story short. Short story made long. That's what I do. I don't say, well, let me make a long story short. I say, let me make a short story long. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I want to see if that counted. It counted. Thank goodness. Okay. I forgot what was that. What's going on? I totally got thrown off. No, what happened was he got the new Motorola Edge, and he had an Apple before, and you know how Apple is. You hardly ever have pop-ups and stuff like on the phone and stuff like that. But he had a pop-up or something for a game like Solitaire, and he downloaded it from the actual internet. And I was like, no, you don't. You go to the App Store. But he didn't. I mean, my dad's very smart, but it's like when it comes to like technology and stuff, I usually handle all that, like hooking up with I made it where the Wi-Fi is good for all. I bought the Eero things from Best Buy, so it has like comes with 3 like Wi-Fi things, and you put them all throughout the house, like far in, middle, and in, and it keeps the same speed. It's amazing. I think it's called the brand. It's Eero, E-E-R-O. It's around $200 or something, but it's definitely worth it. Like. My parents were running Roku on their TV in the dorm. I'm running ps5. I'm watching Spectrum cable on my tablet, and I can still download stuff at 300 something megabytes. So it's very good. It's very good. I hardly had any. I had the Nighthawk, just trying to use the old, I'm not pulling it out, but I had the old, was it Nagear? Was it Nagear Nighthawk, or I don't know what brand it was, but has like 4 antennas on it. It's a gaming Wi-Fi router basically, but still was struggling to get all the way to the other side of the house. I mean, we have a really big. Our house is only 1 story, but it's really long, and so we have a long hallway and everything, and then. But anyway, the Wi-Fi wasn't getting, and we have like the old school plaster walls that are hard as a brick. Like literally, if you punched it, you ain't putting a hole in the wall. You'll break your hand before you put a hole in these walls. Like literally, I have to use a special. I have to use if I'm hanging. That's why I hate it though, because like I have a lot of stuff hanging. Like I have like I have all 4 of the major golf tournaments, the flags, real flags, like they're on the pole in nice frames, and they're hanging. And I have like the 1977 Star Wars album and some artwork I did. I have stuff hanging on every wall. I have a lot of comic book stuff back there, and then I have, of course, all this stuff right here, my military. But and I have to use a special thing. It's basically it's like almost like a thumbtack, but you hit it like that, and it still barely goes. It doesn't go in all the way, but it holds it. But so you either have to do that, or I have to use a drill and then put one of those plastic things in it, and then screw it in, and then it expands to keep it in. Oh, that's why I bought. But at the end of the day, though, our house is so well built. We had a 150-mile power during Hugo, and our house. I don't know when it's freaking. Like I was kind of freaked out. Going, oh my gosh, the house is gonna fall in. But like the wood in our attic is so hard as a rock. Like the guy couldn't use a nail. Really use like a really good. I don't know if he ended up doing it by hand or I don't know what happened, but he couldn't use nail gun. They couldn't do it. Wood is so hard. And then the rest of our house is brick. So yeah, we have a wonderful, amazing blessing to have a house already. I mean, I would put David's house up to F3.0. After that, I was trying to be, well, it's up to God now. I mean, it's up to God even F3. But, we had 75 tornadoes touch down during Hugo here. That's what I'm saying. You don't even thank God for the things you have. You don't worry about things you don't. I'm thankful I have a roof over my head. Having sleep every time I go out. Nobody should have to live on the street. Our country has way too much money. We have way too many rich people. But they start doing these stupid ass things. Sorry, my language, but it is. But they start doing these stupid stuff for like things like dogs and stuff. I'm like, bro, number one should be about humans and children that are homeless. Then you worry about stupid dogs. Like, I love my dogs. I have 2 dogs. I've had dogs my whole life. But you know what? They're not human. Okay? And God even said that in the end time, people would breed animals basically like humans. Better than humans. That people will work. Yeah, the way the verse goes, people will love the creation more than the creator. So they will love like animals and stuff like that more than they love God. And that's what's going on now. People worship consoles. I mean, they look at how serious people take like stuff like I mean, just like how serious people take gaming. That's what gets them out. That's why I had to quit looking at gaming videos a lot of times, because people act like it's the end of the world if the game is not as good as they thought it was. Or like, why would you care? Like, so many people were outraged about ps5 Pro. Why? You wouldn't be outraged if somebody hands you one, would you? See, that's my whole point. I can debate anybody. When you know God and you know the Bible, I can debate anybody. I can debate Elon Musk. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't know what's out there. But my Bible says what's out there. Now, whether he believes it or not, that's on him. But I absolutely... People say, oh, you can't use your Bible. You gotta prove God without using your Bible. I'm like, well, okay, but you gotta prove your science without listening to your college professor, you idiot. How you think we learn? Nah, wait. But nobody's ever disproven the Bible in 2,000 years that it's been around. It was the first book written. Okay? Every book, think about it. Every book written after that every book written has biblical influence because it was the first book ever written. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that. And there's never been there's been churches that offered $1 million, these churches that are real rich and big, It costs us $1 million or more to anybody that could distribute the Bible. I've talked about this a bunch. Nobody's ever claimed that money. I know churches right now that are offering $10,000 a year. Nobody's ever distributed one single thing in the Bible, and nobody's ever found one mistake. And you tell me how that's possible without it being true. And everything that I'm reading is coming to fruition now, like coming true now, especially in these times. So yeah, it's absolutely true. Listen, I'm a military veteran. I'm all about truth. I mean, that's one reason I joined the military, because I wanted to help people, and I like helping people. That's, and I was a Christian when I joined. I was partying though, so I wasn't close to God like I should have been, but I knew that God was real, and I knew that He would protect me, and He did. Mic drop. Just kidding. See that? That's the Destiny shirt from, y'all remember the wildfires that in Australia years ago? That's a pretty cool shirt. A kangaroo. Only thing, I'm not really big on brown, but it's like y'all it probably looks black to y'all, but wait, it's black. It was like a really extremely dark brown. It's weird. Alright, dude, I got my favorite one is the one when I donated to Hawaii, the Maui fires, that burned up the whole villages. It was crazy. I watched video of it. It was basically like a hurricane on fire. Literally. It looked like hell. It's awful. I've been in Hawaii. I mean, I got to surf in Hawaii. Hawaii's beautiful, and that's just awful. People are awesome there. Not everybody, of course, but anyway, yeah. I try to donate, like I did the COVID too. I donated to the paramedics and the military and all the people who helped about the COVID. I mean, I don't do every foundation. Like, you think I'm going to donate to BLM? I can't believe Bungie actually supported them without doing research, and they ended up being one of the most terrible, awful, like even satanic. They literally the owner, the lady who came up with Black Lives Matter said it was a spiritual movement, and she said she literally that's how all the black BLM stuff got. Like, that's why you don't see it as much anymore, because they found out that $80 million went missing, and she said on YouTube it was about a spiritual movement, not about black people. Dude, anytime you select a race or ethnicity, actually, we're all a human race. Black is not a race. White is not a race. That's an ethnicity, okay? That's basic science, okay? We're all human race. Just like dogs. They're all the dog kind, but they're different species. The same thing with humans. There's only one humankind, but there's different. And I get so pissed off when I watch these nature videos. I hear about evolution of millions and billions of years. I'm like, you people, so stupid. If you would go look at all the creation scientists and all the scientists that are now believing in Jesus and starting to become Christians, because as the science technology gets better, they see more that it has to be a creator because it's so intricate in design. Like the microscopes we have to go down to the deepest, look at the closest thing we can't even get to the end of it. And they got to one microscope got to the thing that looked like a zipper being a zip like this, and literally each like, how the zipper has little spikes. Each zipper though was like the shape of a cross. Explain that to me. I'm telling you guys, like, is UFOologists getting saved because they found out that all these people that claim to be abducted, they use the only thing that makes these aliens or whatever they're seeing disappear because they're demons. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as aliens. They're demons. Plain and simple. I'll make it simple for you. If you're dealing with ghosts or something's in your house, use the name of Jesus because it's a demon. And then it was kept from one of the big UFOologists. He was he was one of the biggest from Roswell. He got saved. He's a Christian now because he literally said there is nothing that anybody's been able to do except every single time they used the name of Jesus, these things would just disappear and the people would sometimes fall back into their bed. But see, y'all don't know that stuff if y'all don't do research, guys. That's my whole point is, if you do nothing but spend video times on this crap, like, I spend my nights, my night time on here, but like when I get off here, that's when I do a lot of research and beforehand. Like I'll look at stuff and look up stuff, and I love archaeology. I love history. That's why I tell y'all this stuff and I know about this stuff. I know that we absolutely have we have more proof that Jesus existed literally than anybody else in history that existed. I mean, I think they said we have thousands of more evidence, like documented evidence that Jesus existed and he did miracles with 500 witnesses, and most of them weren't even Christians. They were like Romans and Roman soldiers that wrote down what they saw Jesus do miracles. We have those parchments and those written on paper or whatever they wrote on. We have found those recently in the last couple of years. That changes everything. Like, just watch. Keep watching what God's doing. God says in the Bible, Jesus is God. Jesus says in the end times, God will expose evil. He will bring all these evil things. And literally it says this. It says whatever evil men are doing in the darkness will be brought out into the light. Look at all this stuff. Look at what we're learning about the sex trafficking, the pedophilia in Hollywood, all this other evil stuff that Disney's doing, stuff that Bud Light did. God's exposing that stuff, guys. This stuff would not get exposed if it wasn't for God. We would just keep going down this evil rabbit hole. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't blame God for the evil in the world. Blame people. God did not start wars. This guy on Joe Rogan, who's a Christian, and Joe Rogan was like, oh, what is God about death? What is God about wars? Joe Rogan thinks he's so smart, but he's so stupid in many ways. I'm sorry, he is. In many instances, he's completely. Anybody that doesn't know Jesus is free. It says, like Jesus says, the truth will set you free. Like once you're a Christian and you're saved, it will set you free. It will show you truth. That's my sermon for today. Anyway, let me finish Joe Rogan's story though. He had a Christian on there, and he's like, well, good. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm praying. Listen, I know I sound like I'm making fun of Joe Rogan, but I do like Joe Rogan as I felt like he is smart on a lot of things, and he has, he does have common sense, He's fighting his own soul. He loves trying drugs and all this like mushroom stuff. I mean, he takes all this weird kind of stuff to try. He's looking for this like thing, and it's literally sitting on everybody's table. That's what he's looking for. It's called the Bible. It's literally in most people's houses, and he doesn't even realize it's been right in front of him the whole time. And he used to make fun of Christians, but now he's had like 10 or 15 Christian guests on there, and he's asking questions, which is awesome. So I don't want to make fun of him, but he was like, why does God cause death? Why does God cause wars? And the Christian's like, what? God doesn't do that. Man does that. Because man is sinful because Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, which caused the curse of sin to be on everybody that is ever born afterwards until Jesus returns. Every person that is born needs Jesus to be saved because we're all born sinners. We don't become sinners. We are born sinners. Because even a child knows how to sin, by saying no, or, what I'm saying, acting up, being mean, whatever. They learned that without, they proved that by putting young children in a room together, and they found out how stingy some of them were, and some, of course, some were worse than others. But that shows you, though, that it's not. Now, your upbringing is important. Like, if you're raised in a satanic family, you're going to be screwed up. Or if you raise 1 in 4 kids are molested. I couldn't believe that stat. I was like, that explains a lot. Because if that happens to you, of course you're not going to believe in a lot of things like God. But that's what Satan loves. He loves distraction. He loves confusion. He loves deception. It says that he's a lion roaming about seeking who he can devour. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's how God describes Satan. He's the father of all lies. There you go. But pray for Joe Rogan if you're a Christian. And I pray for you if you're not. I love you. I love everybody. I don't like what people do. I hate what people do. And it's very hard for me to say that. But God commands me to love everybody. But not to like what they do, though. That's the difference. Let's see here. Trey bars. A bird bird. Wait, what? What the crap? What the crap did I get 250 Zen from? What? That's crazy. Oh, I know what it was. They had a sale on, and I bought. Okay, yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, dude. What's 3 times 8? Oh, that's gonna be close. So 3 times 9 is 20. Oh, dang, man. I'm gonna do like a little bit. Just answer. Okay, see, why did they do it? See, okay, 2 times 7 is 4, 1, 2 times. Oh, I mean 3. I didn't do 3. Okay. Dang. I'm gonna be off like 20. See, if they would have took that stupid 7 off and just made it 80, I could have bought 3 of them for 250 Zen. For 240 Zen. But just because they added that 7. And that's whatever.
Like you say.
Nightmare.
Hello. What's the dude? Fresh meat.
Oh. see. Participation range challenge. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright. Okay. Alright, let me see how much I might sell these in. 187,000. Probably way better than buying keys. Alright, let me see what else is in the market. Wait, what? Okay. This. Wow, 30% off, dude. I could buy Strongbox keys. Oh, not Strongbox. Oh, what is this? Legendary Dragon keys, yeah. Kessel's Retreat, Skirmish keys. These aren't dungeons. Kessel's Retreat is a skirmish. Whatever. See, look at that. It left me literally 11 short. Can I buy anything for 76? Oh, I already got the free stuff. It's free because I already bought it. Professional. Ooh. Professional booster pack. I don't need that stuff though. I don't mess with it too much. Only thing I do is make masks for gold, and that's it. I don't really mess a lot with that. Okay, I'm just gonna sell the rest of this soon. Oh, I guess I'll get something. But I have 76. That'll be a good bit. 57,000, whatever. Yeah, hey, that's a cold moat. Alright, I mean not cold, glycopotency, maybe 2. Well, actually not 2. 1.5. How do I keep getting this crap? See, I have received. Why does it say purple? It says blue and it has a purple one right above its head. Okay. I swear I haven't. I don't know if I've gotten anything really great. I'm trying to think if I pulled anything good out of that thing. Let me see. Let's see if I pulled it. Let me look at it. Yeah, I think I did hit the trade bar, 250 trade bar thing. Hold on. Let's see, is it 250 trade bar? I hit this twice, I think. So I think I got that. Overload, Jack. I think I might have gotten that one. That. There's this chance for. Wait, I want to see this. What is this? I haven't looked at this yet. Oh, come on. What does this thing do? Quit when you're. Okay, it's there's other ones just like this. It is a 4 slot, so that's good. I think it's gross. I hate it. Yeah, I mean, no. I'd run my giant red dragon that I have from that event. It's like the biggest mount. But it's too big. It like takes up the screen. Grace of Pelora. I don't know what it does. Why don't they show you what it does, dude? It's called Grace of Pelora. Yeah, I know where they're at. Grace. Wait a minute, I don't think I can even see it. Let's see. Grace of Pelora. This is what I'm. Yeah. See, like, what does it even do, dude? What does it even do, dude? Why don't? That's crazy. They don't show you what it does. That's crazy. I don't think they're in here. Nope. I don't see what Grace of Pelora does. I'm just curious what it does. So if I know it, I know to be excited if I get it or not. Grace of Pelora. Neverwinter. Oh yeah, that new dragon is smaller than this one right here. This is the biggest companion. The one right here, I use as a 4 mount, right here. This dragon, massive. Watch. Yeah. That jump, dude. Somebody had that when they were like in my face, like just messing around, joking probably. And I put this red dragon on, and I was like, I can't even hide him. Oh, I can't get through one, but. And again, getting at 125 mounts, to get the mount. You won't guarantee the chain it there. Nope. It's going to open 10 here where you get 250 and you can have a look at all of our rewards. So there we are. 250 gives you the choice pack, which gives you the selection of the mount for the artifact. See all of our rewards here. We got pretty lucky and actually got 3 of those artifacts in the drop here. Again, normally you should get 1 mount and 1 artifact with the drop rate of 1 in. You're crazy. It looks like a dragon with a squid face. It's disgusting. The red dragon from the special event. Now that's a dragon. It's still pretty random. Only 18,000 will you normalize your drop. See all of the bits here. Nothing out of the ordinary with a total of all of these trademarks. So let's have a closer look at both the mount and the artifact. First, let's get the mount. Let's choose it from the choice pack. Keep in mind again, everything from this lockbox you can sell on the auction house, trade with other players. So the selection pack will also be able to trade. We'll choose the mount there, and then it's going to be account-wide. So we can equip this thing. It's going to give us those certain abilities like Bionic Blast, and if you already have the Lion, then you probably already have Providence, like I do. I have tested like
with similar abilities in the past to get radiant weapon damage, and ultimately it is not worth using versus, say, ferocity. Ferocity is always going to be better, unless you want it just for the little bit of a heal ability. Bionic Blast is pretty cool. It can give you 15% damage.
Sorry, but the Zodar is the best companion ability to use. It gives you 2,000 power and 2,000 force.
To your targets, so it's going to be for tanks and healers usually. We can have a look at it.
At least it's great for the DPS characters.
The appearance of this thing, let's mount it up, that's the animation, and there you go. So it's very similar in size to the Red Dragon, a lot bigger than what it shows on the sand.
It is nowhere near... Okay. Wait, what?
There, and yeah, I guess it can scale a little bit with the size of your character, and it feels...
No, it's not. The Red Dragon is twice as big. There was some guy that kept roaring in my face with the purple dragon, and so I broke out my Red Dragon and he ran away. Lol. Seriously, that happened. The Red Dragon just dwarfed the purple one.
The same as, say, riding around with the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon just looks better than this one. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of it. Same camera issue here, like the top looks lower.
Dwarfed.
Honestly, it should be centered lower down, but that's how it is. Your Brain Eater Dragon. You probably want to play with a bit higher FOV if you're going to be using this mount. There we can more easily see all of it run around. But yeah, pretty cool, I guess, if you like it. I have another dragon, but I don't like all the tentacles in the front there. They could use the normal mount. But it's...
Yeah, the purple dragon sucks. Those tentacles, get that nasty crap away. I don't even want that mount. I'm running all 4-slot mounts with double practition, double warlord's motivation.
Supposed to match, say, the new Red Sanctum dungeon and all the light there from it. If we quickly check the combat power and how that visually looks here in combat,
I don't care.
And then we cast that.
I want to see the stupid artifact, man. I don't care about it. Hold on a minute. Let's see.
Absolutely massive instinct, executioner artifact.
Okay, artifact.
Again, you'll obtain this like pack. You need to open the pack, and when you do, it becomes bound. But now it's account wide.
Okay, let's see. Okay, he showed it. Okay. Activating this artifact will enshroud yourself and nearby allies with a barrier or divine power, increasing defense by 10%, base damage boost by 8%, and granting a shield of up to 300,000 hit points. Max 50% of the target's total health. Wow, that's not power. 1680 power, 2700 4K or 4, whatever you want. 1680 defense, 1600 combined. Dude, that's good. I want that one. Yes, please. And it's like, it starts out at, and it's 2000 at Mythic item level. It's the highest one, or one of the highest ones. I don't know. I think there might be one more.
Use this artifact then.
That's pretty cool, man. It has defense. It has 8% damage boost, 300,000 shield.
Item level. Previous maximum are 1,800.
Yeah.
Currently don't have any right here. And before that, there was 1,500. So they're just slowly going up nearly every module now. So just be aware of that, and say if the item level isn't so important for you, which probably isn't, like 200 more or 500 more, might not be that big of a deal.
What character is he on?
We can cast it right here. It will give you a bit of a shield,
A bit of a shield?
Base damage boost of 8%.
Did you say a bit of a shield? It gives you a shield plus 300,000. I give up.
You can see we have the 8% there, and when this expires, we lose it. It does last 15 seconds, which is like generally 5 seconds longer than.
Yeah.
But still, I generally wouldn't prioritize this too highly. You're usually better off with debuffs, like this, say 10% damage increased on your target, or 12%, or like Mithillar Halaster 15%. You can see all of the different ones here. Like in a dungeon, your definite priority is to have Demogorgon, Mithillar.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he finally did a chart of the number one Demogorgon's reach, damage 24%, Mithillar Fragment, which I only have it blue. Sucks because I can't buy the materials, I don't think. Zealous Blaster Scepter, which I have right. What's the Mystic Marker is? Wow. Blaster Scepter is in third place. Okay. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I do need to use that. See, I have this one, but it's only at blue. What's the 10 for? 1200, I think. Yeah, 1200. Yeah, but don't do this. All right. That's crazy. I'm glad I saw this. So, Mithillar Fragment is in second artifact. Zealous Blaster Scepter is in third, the one I just put on to use. Wyvern Knives, okay, yeah. Crystal Soulflight, yeah. Marco's Mystic Marker comes, that's what I've been using. Marco's Mystic Marker comes in at 6th place. So the Scepter is in third and Marker is in 6th. The Lantern is still in 8th place. Heart of Black Dragon, Heart, Hermit Serpent, Assassin's Dice. I have Assassin's Dice set. That's what I'm using on my road, I think. And Jewel of the North Thirst. Thirst is in 16th place. That's interesting. I have Thirst, but I don't have it. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Sorry guys, you know how I be. You know how I don't have a script on this channel. Okay, so let's do, we don't have skirmishers. Okay, let's see if I can find a random drive. DPS, 95K wizard looking for RDQ. Or Reaper. See, I need to. Oh, alright, I'm gonna queue for it. And somebody says, somebody tries to send me anything. I'm like, DPS available for Rack or Reaper. What is it? Oh. Yeah, I'll help Tim out. He gives some healing, so cool. There's this video of Elon Musk destroying woke for 12 minutes. I really want to watch. That's the kind of stuff that sucks me in because I like to laugh at these. But I don't think it's funny though. But I think it's funny. You know what I mean? It's like it's not good, but it's. This is actually Reaper County. Okay. I just screwed up that artifact call. Not artifact, ability call, whatever. man. Too close. I didn't mean to do that. What makes these people? You got a person here with a woman with a shaved head with a rainbow hair dyed. She's got a neck choke collar with spikes on it, and she's wrapped with a rainbow. You know what's so funny? I was like, it's so nice to see all you homosexuals believing in God. And they'd be like, what? I'm like, yeah, God invented the rainbow. It was in the Bible. That's where the word rainbow comes from. That was how God showed Noah that he would never flood the world again. It was a covenant. It was a promise by God, the rainbow. That's the first time it was ever mentioned, the word. The word came from the Bible. That's how, and you wonder why Christians get so sick and tired of homosexuals saying that we are the bigots, we are the mean people, when they're mocking our God in parades and dressing up in leather underwear as men, and they're putting their hands and they're on a wooden cross and acting like they're Jesus, and they have another guy with leather, like basically Speedo, crawling over him, all around him like a freaking demon, and you're calling us hateful? Kiss my tail, bro. Yeah, y'all keep mocking God and see what happens. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because you already know that all these people that do this stuff, they're miserable as I don't know what. That's why they're so angry. Happy people are not as angry as you see these crazy woke people. Now they're like the guy who lived beside me. He was a homosexual, and we talk all the time. And when I saw him outside, yeah, he said it was disgusting, like what some of these homosexuals do. He didn't like most homosexual people are not in that category of crazy psychopathic God, making fun of God and stuff like that. That is who the media focuses on, because they want you to think that all homosexuals think like that, and they don't. That's true. Oh, somebody always comment. I mean, I wish I could just write something, people just read it and shut up, but somebody's always got to be a smart ass and try to challenge me on what I said.
Sharp with his comebacks, and that's why they hit so hard. So let's look at times Elon Musk destroyed woke nonsense by putting them in their place. Lay back, get some snacks, and enjoy the fun.
Elon, you tweeted this thing about George Soros. You also you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like, when you do something like that, do you
I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay, but why share it? Why share it? Especially, why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you?
Why share it? It's because it's the truth, you stupid idiot reporter. That's the problem. There's no such thing as news reporters. They're talking heads. Why does Elon Musk talk about George Soros? Because he's the most evil man alive. He pays for all these protesters that start building.
Advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you.
Tearing down and burning businesses. He buses them in and pays them. He even turned his own people in, the Jews, to the Nazis in World War II. He's a piece of crap. He's a demon. George Soros is a demon. Possessed by demons.
Absolutely are, but I'm trying to understand why you do, because you have to know it's got to hurt the company. Other Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with it, it's political, and I know it.
Okay, so you're telling me that you're so sensitive, stupid news reporter, that you're not going to buy a Tesla because Elon Musk said George Soros is the most evil man in the world. Well, the fact is it's true, so why wouldn't he not say it? And guess what? I'm sure Elon Musk would say, I don't care if these idiots don't buy my car, if they don't believe me. Because if they are willing to not buy a Tesla car just because I have my beliefs, then that's their problem. So basically what this reporter is saying, don't say the truth because it'll cost you money. That's the problem with the world today.
Advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man. Or
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so
He has his beliefs. All you news reporters, you're a joke.
You gotta love it, man. Nothing can stop this guy. He just wants to make a great impact and won't let anything get in his way. In this clip, Elon gives a base response to woke companies that don't want to advertise on his platform.
there was all of the criticism, there was advertisers.
I mean, think about that. A news reporter is sitting there telling him, why is he talking about George Soros when, because it might hurt his sales of his Tesla. And he said what I said, I do not care.
Yeah, the steward has a task for me to do. Of course, I can't do it on my own. Wish you'd just give me tasks I could do by myself. Maybe you could help me with it. Grateful.
how do you think about the economics of that? Part of the underlying model today, maybe it needs to shift. Maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. What do you do? I understand that there's a reality.
Yes, the reality is that Elon has so much money that he doesn't need to give a about boycotting woke bullshit. He can do whatever he wants.
It's really annoying when video games get interrupted by some...
You know what? I'm a Christian. I'm not rich. And I say the same things, but I don't use curse words. I do not care what y'all think. I do not care what the satanic world thinks. God says for Christians to be in the world, not of the world. And that's exactly what Elon is saying. Screw you guys in the world because most of you people are crazy. That's what he's saying. And even that's what Christians believe. We don't say it the way he says it. We are more kind about it. But we believe the same thing. I do not give a royal... But I and other Christians don't care what the world thinks. We care about what God thinks. Get it?
Video games get interrupted by some DEI workforce, and I'm like,
Hey. Elon Musk. He's destroying all this woke crap. Listen to this. I love Elon Musk. I do. Watch this.
the consequence of that is losing money, so good.
You gotta love it, man. Nothing
Hold on.
Leaving, we talked to Bob
I
Iger
hope
today.
it's stop. You don't advertise.
I don't think you have the facilities for that.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
Watch.
What do you mean?
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money,
He's talking about what he's saying.
so. But go yourself.
He's talking about him telling the truth is hurting his advertising, his sales. He's like, I do not care about my sales. F y'all.
It needs to shift. Maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising.
Watch this.
What do you?
Why?
F you. You know what I wrote? I was like, this is exactly how Christians believe. We just don't use curse words because we don't care about the world. That's what he. Look, listen to this part. This is exactly how I feel when I get mad. Look, he plays video games. He's a gamer like me. Watch.
It's really annoying when video games get interrupted by some DEI workforce, and I'm like, who's that? I was playing a video game here. Can you just leave the video games alone? You know,
That's what I'm
do
saying.
things that damage art. So
Yep.
it takes you out of the story.
The fact that some people hate this guy is just crazy. I mean, he speaks nothing but facts. Woke culture is starting to infiltrate video games, movies, and other
Yeah,
things
that's
that
why
should
he's
change.
been hanging around.
Do we want a humorless society that is simply rife with condemnation and hate?
Yeah, all those homosexual woke people, they're miserable. They're screaming, they hate,
It basically gives
they're full of hate.
a reason. It gives them a shield to be mean.
Gives them a shield to be mean,
False virtue.
being protected by the media.
You want censorship, and I don't.
Absolutely.
Yes, you do. No, I want responsibility.
This guy, Don Lemon, that black guy, he's horrible. You've heard Dad probably talk. Watch this.
Want censorship? Yes, you do. No, I want responsibility. You want censorship so bad you can taste it. No, that's not true. I think that there's right and wrong.
That's typically how the board go. You feel me?
When you have a platform that's as big as yours and as powerful as yours and as influential as yours, that there is a certain responsibility that goes along with what you have on your platform and what you put out in the world. I think that's important. I think we have a responsibility to adhere to the law, and if people want the law changed, they should vote for their elected representative and get the law changed, and then we will adhere to the law. If we want to go beyond the law, that is us deciding to be censored. And I'm against censorship and in favor of freedom of speech. And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the problem. They want us to say a certain thing. That's not free speech. It's like they think we can't decide what's real or not.
Minority pilots are inherently less intelligent and less skilled than white male pilots. No, I'm just saying that we should not lower the standards for them. Okay, but there's no evidence that standards are being lowered when it comes to the airline. You've repeatedly said that there's no evidence that the standards are being lowered, and watch the replies showing all the evidence that it is. Read the replies.
He's talking about the military, all these transgender stuff.
Yeah.
No, they will be fine. That's people, they will be fine. Okay, applies to this, you'll see how
I saw this interview. He rips this guy apart. The whole interview. Literally, he got the guy so bad, the black guy was staring out in space. He couldn't even think about his answer. It was crazy. No, it was like he was brainwashed, and like something snapped in his brain. Like somebody was controlling him.
Saying just that standards are being lowered, that you're implying that they're being lowered because people are
No, that's how you're taking it.
you're talking about people of color and or women. But I'm saying you should not lower standards. But you don't, that's it.
Yeah, he's putting the one. The black guy's the one that's putting the standards on it.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't say anything about color.
No, he didn't.
That's what they do. They race base you.
First of all, what is the world flying fire? And if we don't deal with this,
He's one of the worst about Christianity. But now he's even talking about how crazy.
I heard he had been a little changed.
Yeah, he's been changing. He's even sat down and talked to Christians.
anything that is that results in the suppression of free speech. So those are two aspects of the work flying virus that I think are very dangerous.
There was something else that happened to him. I found out they just came out while he was young. He had a hard upbringing, and that's why he is the way he is too. It wasn't just his child being that transgender thing that happened to his kids. It was something else in his childhood.
Right. I've had it from both sides. Yeah, and it's interesting. People, you and I are both like in that little group of people. Maybe it's a bigger group.
Okay.
Who are called conservatives who haven't really changed. I don't think of you as a conservative. Definitely, yeah. I at least think of myself as a moderate. So I mean, I've spent a massive amount of my life energy building sustainable energy, electric vehicles and batteries and solar and stuff to help save the environment. That's not a.
Yeah, nowadays you literally can't say anything online without getting censored. I just want to make good videos for you all to enjoy, but I got to be extremely careful with what I leave in the...
Well, one thing Elon Musk is not telling the truth about, and I love Elon, is that climate change is a load of bullcrap. God controls the climate. The climate has changed all throughout history of the Earth.
Video and what I cut out.
I'm literally asking you about, you changed the label, the good misinformation label. There used to be a policy and then it disappeared. Why do that?
Well, it's no longer an issue because the BBC holds itself at all responsible for misinformation regarding masking and side effects of vaccination and not reporting on that at all. And what about the fact that the BBC was put under pressure by the British government to change the editorial policy? Are you aware of that?
This is not an interview about the BBC.
Oh, you thought it was?
I see now why you've done Twitter Spaces. I am not a representative of the BBC's editorial policy. I want to make that clear.
Get out of here, man.
These reporters, man, they are always so cocky when they get the slightest chance to put someone on the spot. But when they get put on the spot themselves, they just do the usual, I am not responsible for that, cringe.
Because all this controversy, I believe, as you know, has made X less appealing to advertisers. About half of them have left the platform. You call advertisers that left X.com. You said there were producers. You've even gone as far as saying it publicly that they can go F themselves or go themselves. Advertisers, if they're going to force censorship on the company before advertising, then obviously I find that unacceptable. You find it unacceptable. Why is that not a form of free speech? They are free to advertise where they want. They're not beholden to, they're not obligated to advertise. They're not obligated to X.com. Right. So how is that not free speech? So that's...
Have you seen that new video with Oprah? And that black guy, and he was giving her a what for about the Democrats?
No.
I haven't watched.
There's so many videos out there. I
know.
It's something I watch. It's going what mood I'm in at sometimes. Because even this gets on my nerves. Not him, but who he's talking to. Because they're so stupid.
They repeat themselves.
No, they're literally puppets. They literally are controlled by Satan. I believe it. I believe Don Lemon has some kind of something. I'll try to find that video. The same video. It was like an hour long. But there's a part where Elon says something to him, and it's so profound that he literally gets like, it's like he almost froze. It was creepy.
You can absolutely choose Next to which content do you want your advertising to appear?
I love it when somebody...
He said he told my advertisers how advertisers has gone away for him because he does it, because of stuff he says, and he says, F them.
Yeah.
Choose your question carefully.
He
There's 5
doesn't
minutes
have
left.
to, I mean, he doesn't have to
Okay,
answer
but
nobody.
so the same question you want to ask. The same question is, you said that they're killing the company, but you're the head of the company. The buck doesn't stop with you. I acquired X in order to preserve freedom of speech in America, the First Amendment, and I'm going to stick to that. And if that means making less money, so be it.
Hear what he said? He said he acquired X, which is Twitter, in order to save free speech, and he said, I don't care if I lose money.
You don't care what?
If he loses money. Yeah, but the thing is, he has so many billions. He's able to speak the truth, and nothing will affect him because he already has all the money. And President Trump is having him head of a NASA program now.
That's right too. And he's supposed to find out where all this money's been spent.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, these people are like. Somebody put a thing up that says Trump is unleashing hell on everybody. I haven't watched it yet, but I mean, it's in a good way.
Oh.
Talking about against all the crazy people.
Nobody
No, he's unleashing hell on the people that deserve it. That's what I'm talking about.
Elon for dealing with that trouble. I mean, it's pretty simple. He wants to preserve freedom of speech, and if advertisers doesn't want to advertise on his uncensored platform, he couldn't care less.
Everyone was a slave. Everyone. Well, not everyone was a slave. No, everyone was a slave. Okay. But no, all descended from slaves. Yeah. Well, all of us. Yeah. But just the question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it. That doesn't mean a lot to a whole lot of people who aren't able to take advantage of the opportunities that you were able to take advantage of, simply because the color of your skin. What advantages did what color my skin give me? Well, there's an ease that you have in society that many people of color don't. If we keep talking about it nonstop, it will never go away. You get taxed on what you own, you get taxed on what you buy, and you get taxed on what you own. And it's like, okay, this is you know, taxes, and and then what does it get spent on? A bunch of the stuff gets spent on you don't even agree with. So that's why we need to reduce the size of government and just spend less money and let the people keep a lot more of their hard-earned money. Yeah. So.
How do you not agree with this? I mean, taxes are...
The reason people don't agree, it's in the Bible. God said in the end times, people will literally lose their mind and not be able to think correctly. They will be insane. So that's why I try, and all Christians try to tell people to read the Bible. It will explain all this stuff that's going on now. Literally everything. Elon is not the Savior. Jesus Christ, God is.
Fine, but to the extent it is right now...
Elon is not the Savior of this world. Jesus Christ is God. But I'm thankful for Elon because we do need to reduce the government. But it's going to get so bad in the future coming up, Elon's not going to be able to do anything. He is a man. He is not a God, the God, one true God, Jesus Christ.
Just unacceptable in my opinion, especially when I don't even choose what they use my tax money for. They use it to fund a bunch of woke crap I disagree with.
Like wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal. Which is not cool. You can stand for that. I mean, Chappelle, like what the...
Flower bed.
I mean, try to shut down Chappelle? Come on, man. That's crazy.
Exactly. Woke culture should not have the amount of control it does at the moment, so Elon is absolutely correct. If you agree and like the content, watch more on screen now and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.
Donald Trump, you are known for your terrible haircut, and now I can see why. Your hair sucks. You look like Justin Bieber caught on fire.
What's the difference between a wet raccoon and Donald J. Trump's hair? A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion in the bank.
That's exactly what happens when you try to disrespect America's greatest president. You end up getting humbled by Trump's charisma, and that's why the wokies hate him, because he always has an immediate and precise comeback. So let's take a look at times Donald Trump put anything from woke culture to disrespectful reporters in their place. Let's jump in. In the first clip, Trump explains why men should be banned from women's sports.
I voted for Trump too, but my dream before I die, unless Jesus comes back very soon, which he probably is, according to the Bible. If you go read the New Testament, everything that's going on in the world is happening, word for word. It explains how people's minds will be insane. God literally warned us about everything. Jesus warned us. God warned us about everything. So my dream is to see God put back in public schools, so we don't have 40% of suicide rate in teenagers.
Or the weightlifter. I think it was like 218 pounds. That's a lot. I can't lift it. I don't know who can. 218 pounds, and she got over that weight, and she was going to break it. And her mother and father are screaming, "You got it! You got it, darling. I'm so proud of my girl." Well, she couldn't do it. And then this guy comes along. He's named Alice. And he looks at the weight. World record! World record. We could have put another couple of 100 pounds on. I think he would have lifted it. It's so disrespectful to women. And they say it's politically incorrect. It's so disrespectful to women.
The fact that some people hate this guy is just crazy. But the fact that men are still allowed to compete against women is even crazier. Hopefully Trump will be able to figure that out when he comes in office. I know he will.
One of the loopholes he took advantage of when he claimed $1 billion loss that enabled him to avoid paying taxes.
Did you use that $916 million loss to avoid paying personal federal income taxes?
Of course I do. And so do all of her donors, or most of her donors. I know many of her donors. I pay tremendous numbers of taxes. I absolutely used it. And so did Warren Buffett, and so did George Soros, and so did many of the other people that Hillary is getting money from. She complains that Donald Trump took advantage of the tax code. Why didn't she change it? Why didn't you change it when you were senator? The reason you didn't is that all your friends take the same advantage that I do. And I do. You have provisions in the tax code that frankly we could change, but you wouldn't change it because all of these people give you the money so you can take negative ads on Donald Trump.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
As Trump pointed out himself, if Hillary hates the tax code so much, why didn't she change it when she was senator? Pathetic behavior.
Illegal immigrants are causing tremendous crime. Tremendous.
Immigrants commit less crime than U.S. born citizens.
What? Illegal immigrants. I'm talking about illegal immigrants. I'm not talking about immigrants. I'm talking about illegal immigrants. I'm an immigrant. You're an immigrant. We're all immigrants.
Your research says that there are immigrants on the whole
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead. You're a very naive person.
Very good research and preparation. Now for real, if they want to have a real debate with Mr. Trump, at least come with some actual questions that they have researched beforehand. Cringe.
You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke, and I saved them, and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do
something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense, and then you said you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom, and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working, or something
Mr.
was
President,
wrong.
I would love
think
you
it's
to
a
answer
very
the question on
nasty
your
question.
rhetoric and why
I have answered the question. I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
It's actually ridiculous why almost all media corporations are biased against Trump. I honestly have no idea why. Maybe someone can help in the
I'll help you in the comments. The reason it is because this world is actually created by God, like the Bible says. The Bible has never been disproven, and if you go read the New Testament, Jesus talks about these times that are happening word for word. Go read the New Testament, and you'll understand.
It's like, even with all the good things he does, they...
Go read the New. All of this has to do with the spiritual world of good and evil. These people are evil. They do not care about people. They care about money and themselves, and they want to get rid of poor people and the middle class. Jesus said in the end times, people will have a debased mind, and they will basically be crazy. They will not be able to think normally.
Pick random stupid things he did.
Normally. Also, Jesus said they will be hateful, and they will lose empathy for others. Like Trump was saying, the disrespect. That's everywhere. And the only people that aren't like that are a few people that are moral people, but most people that aren't like that are Christians. Christians are taught by Jesus to love our enemies, to pray for our enemies. Who else does that? No other.
In the past.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this?
Like, this is the man the media demonizes? He tries keeping kids safe from things that can have serious consequences for their life in the future. Yet the media paints him as the devil. Crazy.
Are you ready for some tough questions?
You're going to be fair.
I'm going to be.
That's the whole point of this whole conversation. These people are working for the devil. Demons are real. Go read the Bible. It's the only book and the only thing in the world that is perfect and has never been disproven or found any contradictions in it at all. Jesus came, died on the cross, so if you believe in him, you are saved and you will go to heaven, and you will never lose your salvation, no matter if you get into drugs, alcohol. You're still saved because Jesus.
Just be fair.
You're still saved because Jesus understands that we are sinners and we are not perfect. Trump is not perfect, but he is against evil. And he knows, I think, that God saved him from that bullet. I'm a military veteran, and I'm a Christian number one. And then after that, I'm a military veteran.
Okay, with some tough questions.
I'm a military veteran. I'm a son. And I'm someone who loves and prays for my enemies. Who else prays for their enemies besides Christians? Exactly. Nobody. Go read the New Testament. Jesus explains exactly what is going on now. And you will get it. You will understand it. But if you laugh at this and you don't, you'll still be asking people to tell you in the comments what's going on. This is what's going on. We are in the end times, and Jesus said this stuff would happen. They would try to form a one world government. That's what Kamala wanted to do.
No, I'm not. You don't.
They want to form a new world government, one world government, with one person in control and controlling everybody in the world. Trump is a nationalist. God said every country should have borders because God knows all. And if you really want to know the truth, go read the New Testament, and you can go read the Old Testament if you want to know how the world was created. Evolution is one of the biggest lies ever told. It came from Darwin, who was a cocaine alcoholic.
The Biden question. Are you?
Evolution came from Charles Darwin, who was a cocaine alcoholic who hated his parents. And he used to believe in God. But guess what? They don't teach you that. Isaac Newton, one of the greatest scientists ever, was a devout Christian and believed everything in the Bible. Or the man who created the MRI machine was a devout Christian, meaning that he believed the Bible and he believed in Jesus. I'm not preaching religion. I'm preaching Jesus and the Bible.
It's a tough question. Are you? That's no way to talk. I think we have enough of an interview here. I'll see you later. Thanks.
Be careful.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
Are you freaking kidding me? Why are you calling this a Chinese virus? Chinese kill more Christians than any other country in the world besides North Korea. They also kill regular people. They will stop people from being able to take trains and fly or even leave the country if they say something bad about the government on social media. China is a communist country. Stupid reporter who was asking about China and the virus. It did come from China, you morons.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China. I want to be accurate. I have great love for all of the people from our country, but as you know, China tried to say at one point, maybe they stopped now, that it was caused by American soldiers. That can't happen. It's not going to happen. Not as long as I'm president. It comes from China.
Yeah, just as the Spanish flu was called the Spanish flu, the Chinese virus is going to be named the Chinese virus. Simple.
President, overall, South Korea has done 5 times more tests than the U.S. per capita. Why is that? I don't think that's true. That is true. And you said this morning that the White House said the U.S. passes South Korea in virus testing.
Who are you with?
Yahoo News. And it's not true per capita.
Do you want to respond to that? Do you have the numbers?
Sure, I have the numbers. South Korea's testing was 11 per 100,000, and we're at 17 per 100,000. So,
Are you going to apologize, Yahoo? That's why you're Yahoo, and nobody knows who the hell you are. Go ahead, let's
Based
go.
on the numbers I've seen,
That's why nobody knows who you are, including me. Go ahead.
just check it again.
Yeah, you know it's getting bad when you have to pull up fake data in order to pull down Trump. Luckily, Trump and his team had the real data right on their hands to defend themselves. Click. How much you make is reflected by the value your work creates. You don't just get paid depending on your gender. If you agree and like the content, watch more on screen now and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.
Craziness, man. We live in a crazy world, bro. Just like Jesus said in the Bible.
In a world of wokeness, many have forgotten about gender roles.
Dude, this guy, look how crazy these people are. I don't care. They say don't judge a book by its cover. Well, when somebody's wearing literally a dog muzzle with a wire, like a dog muzzle made out of wire or metal on his face, and he's got his hair dyed all these different colors, you tell me I should listen to that person?
If you had to break it up between the genders, what is the percentage breakdown of military casualties?
Well, obviously, a significantly more amount of men.
99.999.
But that's also because in the past, women have not been allowed to fight in the military.
Women haven't been allowed to fight in the military, and I'll tell you why. I'm a military veteran. Women and men are built differently. Women have a beautiful body because it's not full of muscles. Men have muscles and more bone density. You stupid idiots. It's basic science. Women don't fight on the front lines in wars because they can't carry the gear.
Do you think if women had been allowed to join the military, they would be signing up in droves to get put through the meat grinder of war? Ukraine, right now, people are getting forced to fight in this war. Men weren't allowed to leave the country in Ukraine. You realize this? Women were allowed to leave the country. Men were not allowed to leave the country in Ukraine because they were forced to go to the front line, right into the meat grinder of war. They were forced to fight. This is not something that's happened to women throughout human history.
But women...
If her point is that women weren't allowed to sign up for the military, why is 99% of the military still men now that woman has been allowed?
Hazel decided that they were non-binary when they were about 4.
A 4-year-old don't know what they are. When I was 4 years old, I thought I was Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, you name it. These sick people that are messing with kids, you're going to be thrown in the deepest depths of hell if you don't find Jesus and believe in Him.
How the bullets go, you feel me?
They had been exploring gender before that, trying on different pronouns, experimenting with different names, but they...
And to any of y'all, you can shove your pronouns up your butts.
They then pronounced and chose the name Hazel when they were...
See, Ari, with the greatest of respect, I have a 7-year-old daughter, right? When she was 4 years old, her main decision of the day was whether to watch Peppa Pig or Frozen. She had not a clue what about gender identity or non-binary or any of this stuff. And I put it to you that this wasn't Hazel's idea, was it? This was your idea. You decided that Hazel had gender issues that she needed to address, and you persuaded your daughter that she was no longer to be a girl, didn't you?
Come on, let's cut the crap. No 4-year-old knows what gender identity is. I still haven't figured it out as a 35-year-old.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yes.
I'm going to judge based on something you guys can't change. So we're going to measure your waist. 35 inches. We're going to let the comments decide, actually.
Oh, no.
What do you think? Is 35 too much?
To say about the people that regret their transition, that wish they could go back and not do it when they were 14. Does that trouble you?
I mean, not really. I mean, a lot of people regret their things.
Well, but then shouldn't they just wait till, I don't know, they're 18 or 19 to chop their parts off, not when they're 14?
A lot of numbers of people you are talking about did wait to that age. Again, you're picking like...
Well, that makes it even worse. Yeah. That makes it should be illegal until you're like 25.
Well, do you think the state should be involved in a Medicare practice?
Do I think the state should protect children? Yes.
No. What? They're
No?
talking about children at that point. You're talking
Well, no, hold on. The focus is still, do I think the state has the responsibility to protect 14-year-olds against companies that stand to make billions of dollars chopping kids' parts off?
A lot of it.
Yeah. Can we at least say, wait till you're 18?
I disagree. I believe that in instances where not getting that surgery could lead to suicide.
Oh, okay. So let's ask, this is a provocative question. Do you think they might have other mental health issues besides gender dysphoria?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why don't we address those first?
Should 14-year-olds
And
really
two
be
more
allowed
ready
to
to put
change
out. I have
gender?
tea.
Most of them
What?
haven't even hit puberty.
Okay.
And I told you that the reason why I'm writing down is you can't see them.
So reshaping your body and like working out and giving yourself tone muscle.
You know, you should have seen what this guy did. He went on. He had a camera on the streets, and he was a tall, good, real in shape, and he asked this kind of heavyset girl. He says, "Does it matter if a guy's tall or not?" And she said, "Yes." And he says, "Okay, using that same instances, let me measure her waist." And he measured her waist. It was 35 inches for a woman. That's big. And he said, so he told everybody, write in the comments what you think about that. Because he was proving to her that it's okay if she judges and thinks that she deserves a tall and shaped guy and she's fat as crap. See, these people, God's right. Like, because even these YouTubers that are exposing it, they are literally asking people to explain to them in the comments. So I'm sitting here explaining to them to go read the New Testament. Jesus literally said every single thing that is going on right now. He said people will have a debased mind. They will call evil good, good evil. They will every question that the good people are even asking. What is this about? Why are people like this? It's in the Bible, and that's what frustrates me, is that if people would just read the Bible, they wouldn't have questions. It's crazy. It's so frustrating. But that's what I'm saying, and that's what I literally say. I'm like, I know y'all will probably laugh at this, and I don't care, because guess what? Jesus said you will mock, so every time y'all mock Christians, you're actually proving the Bible more. So, I mean, you can't argue with Jesus, because you lose every time.
Changing your appearance.
Conflating exercising and getting fit to makeup, something that can be put on and removed.
Couldn't you compare your beard to makeup since it hides your jawline?
Yeah, that is true.
So you're comparing a beard to makeup?
Not directly. I'm not saying they're the same thing. I'm just saying you probably having that beard makes you a little bit more flattering looking, in the same way that makeup might make a woman look more flattering.
I sort of see what you're saying. Certainly some men, the beard can help shape the jawline a bit. You know, you said that men lie about their height on dating apps, and I said, well, I think women lie more, and that's through makeup and through filters.
A beard is something that naturally comes when you are a man. Makeup doesn't compare. That's like saying long nails is catfishing. As long as they are natural, it's all good.
We're doing good, so we came here to party. Where's the party?
No, you didn't, Alex.
We want to party. We're here to party. We want to party. You're getting old for this. Yeah, I'm old enough. Stop kicking us out. Yeah, stop with so much hate. You guys come here. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to hang out. I thought people would be more inclusive. They're being very exclusive so far, but it's okay. Over time, we'll wear them out. People will relax over time. You guys can't talk to us. We're just trying to be friends.
I don't want to be on the
He's not trying to be. Oh my God! I swear, I'm dude. What do you mean? I'm literally trans. You guys call me right now. I mean, I get it. Seriously, we're just trying to bring awareness. Do you not like my outfit? I look okay. No, I am part of it. I'm gender fluid. I'm trans myself, so I can wear. So what are you talking about? See, why do they get to decide who's trans and who isn't? That's it. These people. What? And I'm also Alexandria. I wear this outfit a lot. Okay. Oh my God! See, isn't that funny? They're making fun of my mom. That's really nice. Well, dude, I didn't say that. These people are making fun of people's moms. Wow, these are really good people. Yeah, but that's the thing is, I never said it was but what is sad is these are the people inclusive. They make fun of people's moms. It'll be on the internet. That's awesome. I know, she would have. My mom was my biggest fan. I know, but see, at least yeah, but I was close with my mom. Yeah. And your dad was pretty much dead to you. Yeah. Are you close with your family? You are close. It doesn't sound like it. I doubt it. But it doesn't matter. My mom is. We know that. She's not come back to life. I'm happy you're happy about it because I'm inclusive. See, I'm happy that other people are happy. No, you think that. I'm actually happy that she's happy. So I'm happy my mom to make her happy. There you go, guys. See, that's being inclusive. These are the people we deal with. These are the people that say they're nice. They make fun of people's moms. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wokies are usually all about inclusion, but when someone has a different opinion or plan than them, then they exclude like crazy.
Does height matter in a guy?
I like taller guys.
Men can't change that.
Okay, well,
You can change how much makeup you wear.
I can take off my makeup and still be pretty. Well, that sucks my English.
I love this guy for real. He puts these girls on the spot every time, and again, they just prove that they are full of crap.
Jesus loves you. Why are you so mad at Jesus?
You know, I fucking hate Jesus.
Why do you hate Jesus?
He's just not real.
He's not real?
No, he's not real.
Why is he not real?
Because he's a fictional character.
He's a fictional...
You made them up in his head.
The Bible is the most proven history book. Is the most proven history book that's ever been. There are so many different recordings throughout history. I can tell you this, but you don't care to hear it. Jesus is real. He loves you. And if you'll turn away from your sins, you'll call upon him as your Lord. He'll wash you and he'll cleanse you. I think you're mad at him for some reason. You think he took someone from you, but he didn't.
What is her problem? Jesus is real, but even if she don't think so, why would she start being violent like that? Calm down, little girl.
I have a friend who has a trans kid. He's explained that, like, well, my child from a very young age consistently said, I am a girl, and has never contradicted themselves, never changed their mind. And so the humane thing, and the thing that he felt was good to do as a parent, was to, like, embrace that choice on his child's part. I shouldn't even phrase it as a choice, like, embrace that identity.
But it is a choice. If you're choosing to add hormones to a child's body, that's a choice. If they think that they're a girl, why do you have to give them hormones to make them more of a girl?
Because... I'm sorry, can you expand on the question?
It's a simple question. If the child thinks it's a girl, let it be a girl. Why are you adding hormones? If you're shooting hormones into a child and you're affecting the child's development, you're saying that's not a choice. That's nonsense. Of course it's a choice. You're choosing to chemically change this child's body.
Yeah, and some kids think they are Superman? Does that mean you gotta inject testosterone into their body so they can grow bigger muscles? No.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you
don't
want.
Menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive
Yes,
to
it
cis
is.
women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body
if you are,
menstruated at
if
some
your
point.
chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're not men.
We're excluding a whole group of people.
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man to me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an example when we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things?
That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
They're not completely different.
They are completely different.
Completely different words.
And sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're two
Well, I don't
completely
accept
different
that distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
I don't see that definition anywhere. Where did they get from that gender is what you feel like, and sex is what you're born with. They gotta get their facts straight before entering a debate.
How would you define a woman? Because you've asked other people up here to define how we would define a woman. How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.
That's pretty logical, but this transgender has a whole nother definition. However, she can't really explain it. Just watch.
You said that you are a biological male, correct?
I said I'm transgender. I might be intersex for all we know. Almost as many people in the world are transgender as intersex, and well, a lot of people don't know.
Well, but that's a different conversation. Intersex, that's a genetic anomaly, that's a medical condition, so that's a completely different conversation. That's also not a third gender. That's a genetic anomaly that occurs within the sex binary of male and female. So what you're saying is that a quote-unquote trans woman is a female?
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
So how would you define female?
Through my training in healthcare, there are several different categories for how we define sex. People bring up chromosomes. People also bring up hormone levels. People bring up all sorts of other categories. Lots of people don't fit neatly into a gender binary, even people we don't consider to be intersex. It's a complicated spectrum.
It's not complicated, but you also didn't define. So what is a woman? What is a female? What do these words mean?
It's complicated, and I know you're not going to like that answer, but that's because there are no simple answers in human biology.
Let me ask you a question.
You guys,
Can I ask you one last
hang
question?
on. Just let me finish. You guys like to bring up high school level biology classes a lot. I get that a lot, but people who go on to more complicated biology classes will talk about sex as a spectrum.
It's not. It's not.
Well, biological researchers would disagree with you.
Well, then they're full of shit, the ones that would say that. Look. Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, I think I'm having a miscarriage. Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
No, but that's because some people don't have body parts. Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay. Sounds like we've established there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. There's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant. The only
but
reason...
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
truth matters, right?
It does. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Truth matters, and they can't get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
Because they are, for the same reason that I can rightly say that human beings have two legs, and if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs. Okay, a person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum, and we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. You know, they could have 100 legs. No, we know human beings have two legs. If a human is born without two legs, something went wrong. They were supposed to have that second leg. Something went wrong. If you meet a person on the street who only has one leg, maybe they had an accident. Maybe they were in war. Maybe something, you know, maybe they were in a car accident. Maybe they had cancer. A leg was cut off. But you know that something went wrong because by their nature, they're supposed to have two legs. Same thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant. A man by his nature never can. So if you meet a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. So that proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there's something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with him. Because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant, those who can't. So,
that's it. Yeah, bro woke up and decided to speak facts. Women are women and men are men. No in between.
Now, I know there are guys out there thinking, oh, International Women's Day? Why don't we have an International Men's Day? God bless you, Twitter. Well, you're in luck, because you do. It's actually on November 19th. But you wouldn't know that because you're too busy celebrating it every other day of the year.
why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this? I'm just... outing my own life choices.
No worries, Matt. I got this one. She is straight up cooked. We don't celebrate that.
Even Morgan Freeman, a black man, said he thought it was wrong to have an African American month or Black Month, History Month, because it's divisive. He asked the guy, the reporter who was Jewish, if he thought that there should be a Jewish month, and the guy said no. There's your point. There's your proof. These people are godless people. Anybody without God is going to be insane.
National Men's Day in November because no modern media promotes it. Whenever it's National Women's Day, it's all over the news. But it's not like that when it's the other way round. Pathetic.
That's not masculine, that's toxic masculinity.
Buzzwords. Okay. What is toxic masculinity?
You should know that. You should know that.
Yes, I'm asking you. How do you define toxic masculinity?
There's that kind of perception where I guess men can't like show emotion or stuff like that. I feel like, or they just get so mad, or like their emotions are so high where they end up showing it in anger. I feel like that happens a lot, and I've seen that firsthand.
Okay.
Embarrassing. Let's just jump right into the next one.
Anyone, including men, can mother.
No.
And play
no,
the role of a
men,
mother.
Father.
Piers, would you...
Women, mother. That's because the titles aren't male and female titles.
Okay, to mother and to father are not gender specific.
They are gender specific.
No, they're not.
Why are we pretending otherwise?
Skills
Of course
to
they're
mother and to
gender-specific.
father can be acquired.
Are you a woman?
Because I am a woman, but I'm also capable of the skills it takes to father a child. Similarly, you are a man, and you are capable of the skills to mother a child.
Mothers are women. I hate to break it to you. I know we're not allowed to say this anymore, but it's an insult to every damn mother in this country. But some of these blokes who come along and go, I'm mummy. No, you're not.
You are.
You're daddy.
Why are they even trying to act like men can mother? Please, let's get this straight. Men are men, women are women, men are fathers.
Let me tell you something. That's why most boys have better relationships with their mothers, because mothers are nurturing, where the dad usually does the punishment. Simple as that.
And women are mothers. Jesus. It's
Simple as that.
great to know that we still have some men who takes pride in traditional gender roles. Sometimes it feels like our world is flooding with wokies, but we might still have a chance. Watch another woke video on screen now, and I will catch you.
No, the only chance that this world has is that Jesus comes soon to take Christians out of here, and then everybody that doesn't believe in Jesus is going to be left up behind, and there will be no Christians standing against these people, and y'all will be in 7 years of hell with the Antichrist.
And the next one, see ya.
And that's the facts, ladies and gentlemen. That's the facts. And let's go back to what was what? See, these people are insane, guys. I mean, did y'all hear that stuff? No, of course y'all didn't. Because the people that don't watch this channel are ones that are freaking crazy people. They hate Christians. Alright, I'm about to get off this, guys, because, you know what, I'm sick and tired of not having... Literally, I've been waiting for a queue for how long now? Oh, next week, baby. Next week. Winter event. I'm excited. I love the winter event, man. I think it's winter event. Hold on. Yes, winter festival. Really cool stuff, like this cloak I got on with the snowflake. Snowflakes. It's called this cape right here with the snowflakes on it. It's called the Millennial Cape.
Step up just continues.
I can't believe how insane these people are. Like, it's just, oh my gosh. I feel like Matt Walsh. He's like, why do I do this to myself? I do the same thing. I'm like, see, it's not, I'm glad I saw that. You'd be surprised how much that helps me to see another Christian guy you know, that exposes these woke things, and he looks at these videos and he's like, why do I do this to myself? Like, I'm the same way, because it brings a lot of emotions. It brings anger out of stupidity. How can these people be this stupid? But it also brings a sadness that these people are this crazy. But the thing is, God warned about it. Whatever. I have Jesus. I ain't worried about it. Like, I pray for people. That's all I can do. Hey, that guy Matt. There's a guy named Matt Walsh. He speaks at colleges about, you know, Christian and this, you know, what a real man and woman against all that transgender. But he also on his channel he watches these crazy videos of people, and he did like what I did. He goes, why do I do this to myself? You know, I told you about me watching videos, but it kind of helped me, because it showed me that I'm not the only one that gets like it's like I click these videos, but then I'm like, why did I watch that? Yeah. I'm like, but this is exactly what he did. He's like, why did I do this to myself? It was so funny, but it's funny how little things like that will help you, though, because it shows you're not. It shows you that other Christians are also they're looking at it, and it's also bothering them. Well, yeah, you definitely. The problem is when you, like, I realize it's okay. I'm like, okay, enough. You know, you gotta call it quits after a while, because really it starts. At first, it starts out as being like you feel sorry for them. Then it starts out you start to hate them. Because how evil they are and the stuff they say, and so when I feel like I'm starting to like hate these people, I turn it off, because we're not. What God says, don't hate anybody. I hate the evil that's causing them to do that, but I don't hate them as a human being. That's how we're supposed to look at it. I don't know, but it's hard to do that, because like I really just can't believe some of these people. I just can't. There's literally a person on the Dr. Phil show. She identified as a guy. She was transgender, and there was a doctor, a scientist doctor, there saying that it's simple. Women have XX, men have XY. He said, and listen to this. He said, men can't menstruate, and literally the transgender woman was saying that they could. She was literally arguing with this guy that men could menstruate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These people are psychotic. Yeah, it's complete stupidity. Yeah, what these people are doing is that they know is something wrong with their brains, but it scares them so bad that their brains are messed like that, they deny it. Well, no, Phil wasn't even involved. It was on he had a doctor that was sitting out in the audience that was explaining how obvious it is that there's male and female. Yeah, and Trump he was talking about that's the first thing he's going to do is stop the transgender stuff, and then he's also going to stop the athletic, allowing men to compete in women's athletics. Men are built with a bigger muscle mass, more bone density, and there was even women arguing about why women can't fight in wars, and the guy was like, women don't want to most of the time. And he also said women fly jets, women fly helicopters and shoot that stuff. So, but they don't have the strength to carry the gear to be on the front lines. It's common sense. Like, that gear, we didn't have a lot of girls that worked at a nuclear plant because that gear was so heavy. Yeah, I mean, it's simple as that. It's that simple.
Well, instead of using the word hate, next time just out.
Oh, I don't ever say I hate somebody. I say I hate what they're doing, or I hate what they're saying. I don't know why people use Ray of Frost. It doesn't do more damage. I hardly ever use Ray of Frost, dude. Hardly ever. It's not working. If you're only doing single target damage. It's still not that good. I think magic. I might change the magic missile actually. No, they want to skip all this stuff. Let's skip all this stuff. Guys, go help people down there, you stupid buttholes. Santa Claus the movie. Why am I taking aggro, bro? Do we not have tanks in here? Who's the tank? Who's the freaking tank, dude? Ridiculous. Whoever the healer is sucks. Who's the daggone healer, bro?
Do you have astral?
I destroy them. 101k wizard, dude. A warlock. Like, that barbarian was at last place with 6 well, yeah, me and the other person, me and the warlock kind of went ahead and killed a lot of stuff, so. That's the thing about the barbarian, he's not ranged, so if you get left behind, you just don't do a lot of damage. I mean, but, you know, you can, yeah. I mean, he was 72k barbarian, he should have had way more damage than that, so. I don't know why people, do people not know to go online and look up builds? You can simply go, type in, like, DPS barbarian builds, Neverwinter. Just type in any character and look it up that way. I don't understand. I mean, I did builds sometimes with Destiny, and I've been playing since Destiny 1 Alpha. Because I don't sit there and test every mod, everything in Destiny, every artifact, every, you know, aspect, all the things you put on your character. I don't test those out. I look at it and see what it says, and I can think of how it should work. But sometimes it does more damage than what you read, so just people go in and test it. And I've had some good builds, but I always have to tweak them. Every build I've ever got of Destiny 2, I've always found something where I need to change 1 or 2 things to make it better. But I'm not going to do build videos. I just, you know. Because like I said, there's no point. I don't feel like doing it. It's not what I'm here for. There's plenty of people that do build videos on Neverwinter. Destiny, every game. I don't know of any game out there right now where you have to build a character like an MMO or like an MMORPG or like something like Destiny or Neverwinter. Every one of those games, you can go and type your character in the game and build, and it'll give you a bunch of people. And you just go by the people who have the most subscribers usually, or the most views, and read the comments, you know, and go from there. It's not hard. If I was a 72k barbarian and I came in last, usually the last place is for the tanks and healers. They don't do damage. I don't think we had a healer because I died twice. You saw how I died. That's what happens. It don't matter what you're playing in this game. If you don't have a healer or tank, it's gonna be hard to stay alive. But yeah, I just don't understand. Well, I don't understand. Well, anybody. Well, never mind. I won't go there. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Do what you want. I don't care anymore. I'm done dealing with people full crap. Why is the woman's ears tying us up? Oh. Okay. I'll get it. Yeah, so if you join, so you see some people saying 1 or 2 or 3, that means that that's the instance for them. So you can't join instances of full, but you can join if somebody invites you. So now I got to figure out where these people are. Okay.
Has to be a reason why the swamp is so unnaturally toxic.
God, I hope it's going to be the last one.
I got it.
Yes.
Let's keep this pretty. Come to me. Come and step into my cauldron.
Ah! Ah! No! 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 I got left behind. Oh my gosh. Dude, seriously? Seems like I fell off that twice. $0.5 mil. What?
Anomalies and I can...
You're a coward, Santa. Santa talking about giving up because kids don't believe you anymore. You know what? You know who doesn't give up on you? Jesus. That's why Santa is a joke. Santa is not real. Jesus is.
This isn't just...
I've done 2 majors. More random dungeons. Oh, it's 114. Okay, I need to go on Destiny for a little bit.